So I know we're back to this. It's just I want to express how I feel about this game. The game is 4 years old, almost 3 years old. It's still an alpha. And I understand what they say here, but I just feel like they don't care at all. Not a public server. I don't regularly pay for a private server. I still do sometimes, whenever I need it. But you see, they got all this stuff. Very soon? It's been like that for many months now. Ever since this loading screen was released, it has been like that. You can join people through here. You could go to a raid hub, because raids are how they have done quite a bit of bosses. They still do normal bosses. It wasn't always the case though. The Alpha 1.0 raids, they let you get Ikari, which, you know, it keeps old stuff alive. And then, you know, there's all the new stuff, which, I mean, this isn't really new. It is new, but I don't know why it's in alpha then, actually. Then they still let you do the Pride event, even after June. Let you do all this stuff. Now you can see the Dragon Radar right there. Got you Awakened Taikaishin and Kai Infusion. You don't need to know what it means. They charge you $7 to get it all though, if you don't want to try. Even let you do this, which was a collab. Nowadays though, they just let you get it in the game, because nobody actually wanted to play the other game. Then, I suppose that's about it. This event progress thing does nothing. There's nothing that it does at all. Absolutely nothing. I don't know why they even made it. What about the open world? That has changed quite a bit. Many times, in fact. A little laggy. Let's start where most people do. I'm just here because I'm a high level. So why does this game constantly disappoint me and many other people? Well, simple. It feels like every single update is just made in a few days. They say they're working on it. They show they're working on it. The quality just does not represent weeks of work, which they say they do. And it's an alpha. They're remaking the game, but they don't really give any updates on the remake. They give minor updates to this without a care of whether it's actually good or not. Now the Pride event. The Pride event is really when they started drilling in. They don't truly care. It was broken, and you saw it was back from June 2023. Now, in March 25th, 2024, it is still a broken form, and they have not bothered to fix it at all. Not saying Pride, because that's already a pretty basic form. Pride Instinct, which they released at the time. The animation works. It did not used to though. It would actually get you stuck. Right where I just was, I would have been stuck. As you can see, it's stuck at level 2. You just have to be hit by something or someone. It changed the map a lot. Shaggy was gone for a while, now he's not. There we go. You'll see. Well, you can see the AI pretty much sucks still. But whether it's hitting him or dodging, I don't gain any evolution in almost a year. And they don't fix old problems. They just make new ones constantly. Feels like that's a reason they make the game. Just make more problems for themselves. I can use the form correctly all I want. It will never change. And some other forms have suffered the same fate. Mainly techniques, actually. Life Force Absorption, Ranged Mode, Majin. They know how to code a way to make it so you just use it and it gains evolution. They did not do it for this. They did not do it for that. They did not do it for that. Because why? Because they don't care. They don't care about their previous problems. Because they just give us a shiny new thing to use. And suddenly that makes everything okay. Doesn't. See this? This is just because it's a new server. But in public servers, he's broken, I'm pretty sure he's broken. The only one not broken is probably Goku. Moro isn't as broken, but he is still broken sometimes. There's no reason why, at least that I know. They just are broken. And for new stuff that they made, you need to kill them. You need it to get some extra stuff. Because they refuse to fix them, you can't unless you pay them 99 Robux every month. Then you could get it yourself, assuming the odds are ever in your favor. Or if you're even strong enough. Not everybody has the time to play that long. Not everybody has the money to even get all this stuff. But they keep expecting people to. This most recent update, with this Dragon Radar, every 15 minutes a Dragon Ball spawns, except it doesn't. Of course, in their horrible coding skills, sometimes that increases to 30 minutes. And if it's increased to 30 minutes, it has the chance to increase to 45 minutes, and so on. So public servers that stay up for a super long time will be hours apart from spawning a single Dragon Ball. 3 hours for one Dragon Ball when it's only supposed to be 15 minutes. Just doesn't make any sense. They will take the time to nerf forms like this one. One that is supposed to be the best. One that you give a lot of time and effort to. They nerf it and they don't make it the best when it's supposed to be. Just so their new and shiny form won't be outclassed by it. The only ones who have been consistent with their quality is the animators for those cutscenes. They've all been good. I have no complaints there. It's cool. But the actual form usually has its own issues, like not being able to use it, not being able to increase its anything. They just put a lot of effort in the wrong place. A place that nobody cares about. A place nobody asked for. Because we don't ever ask for this stuff. Some people do, but that's just because they've been here a long time. They've been here for almost 4 years. Ever since this game was released. They expect stuff to be released, but it just doesn't. And when it does, it's this bad. A Dragon Ball will spawn soon. Enough. I will wait for it and show you another problem. I guess in the meantime, this has been a consistent pattern with them for, I guess, the entire time they've been developing this game. It's free, but they do have stuff you buy. Like I bought it for once. Because finding the Dragon Balls without this is basically impossible unless somebody else already has it. And you can wish for it. You don't need to spend any money. But to find the locations of all of them, it's not easy. Especially when the screenshots they give are so vague. And sometimes even just duplicates. Here's the whole map. Ice Island, the Winter Play, Majin Buu Saga, Fortune Teller Baba's Place, just some island, a destroyed city, a forest, a mountainous area, a different mountainous area, a sandy place with a bunch of mountains surrounding one place that, you know, people can't really find easily. What's in there? Goku. Penguin Village. There's nothing there, but they made it. Bunch of cities, Capsule Corp City, some other places, and yeah, that's Foreign Tower, that's the lookout. That's it. There's a lot of water in between it. I get it, but you know, it takes a while to travel to places, especially when most of the time you're gonna teleport and you don't know actually where you're supposed to go. It's taking longer than I expected. So, there's also broken moves. Some just don't hit, like this one, I believe. They designed this move already though. They reused the assets, and it only moves a little bit. It can even lock onto something. I don't believe it's gonna hit, as it's never hit before. May not hit again. Okay, yes it does. On them for finally fixing something. Then, you know, there's moves that they put in the game. They expected it to work. What the heck? Well, okay. I guess that's more of a move that just doesn't hit. Because, I mean, that was a pretty... There. 4-star Dragon Ball. Up here. Or maybe right down here. Nope. It is up. That didn't work in the past. And they barely fix it now. Well, fix is a strong word because it didn't do anything for damage. In the process of fixing stuff, though, they sometimes break other stuff. There is a Dragon Ball. I have already collected this one at least 3 times. What the devs have said is if you want to collect them all and make a wish, you have to play and not stop. So 15 minutes between spawns, that's an hour and 45 minutes of non-stop play. Assuming nothing goes wrong, which they definitely will go wrong. As I said before, for some reason, it just adds an extra 15 minutes randomly. And in public servers, that's up to hours. In private servers, it can still happen. And apparently, they're not even supposed to be on private servers. They're willing to gatekeep this, even if you pay them not to. Can't find the 1-star. And if what they're saying is the truth, then even when I do, it won't matter. I won't get a wish. I won't get all those hours back. Just waiting for it to spawn. I have to do it in like 2 hours, which they assume will happen. Again, it's not gonna, because it really seems like they don't know how to code. With how much stuff gets broken every single update, that's not a good consistency to have. You're always breaking something every single update. I get it, it's a Roblox game, but this is where most people may start to like code stuff, or maybe they just like Roblox as a whole, and it's easy to make a game on here to them. But if you're one of those people, don't follow in these people's footsteps. They don't treat the community very good. In fact, hearing their community talk, a lot of them really are not good people. And when they do listen, it's gonna be a broken, buggy mess. They never give themselves enough time, apparently, being as nothing's ever perfectly fine. I don't expect perfection. I just expect something good, especially if they still want our money. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's a way to do something they like, maybe. I'm not sure they do. And to also make money, to keep doing it. But from what they've shown, despite it still being alpha after 3 years, they don't really deserve it. They don't deserve support. Let's see if this actually works now. Nope, it is just a flashy move. It's very nice looking, but it does nothing. It's pretty worthless. And it's sad to see this game constantly go down this route of barely making stuff work, and when they fix something, there's always something else that's broken. Instead of focusing their time on fixing it, they just focus on making another update that's gonna be even worse, and is gonna waste even more of your time when it's not designed even good. This is the worst update they've done, ever. The one that got me to 100k and got most people to like 50k, 70k, 90k. That was better than this one. That still had its own problems, loads of them, in fact. And it's had a long-term effect. It's making them delete this level. They're not deleting anything else. So they say, apparently I'll have all this stuff, I'll just have to meet a level requirement. But because of them, we have to suffer. And we shouldn't have to suffer just because they barely know how to make a game, or how to properly test, or anything really. So don't follow these people's footsteps. Don't do what they do, because in the end everybody will just hate your stuff before you can even have the chance to make it good, which I don't think they'll do. I have no hope for them. Not anymore. Even if they fix this stuff, if they fix everything, it's not gonna make much of a difference. because they promise so much, they go back on it, and when they do it, it's not good. They try and try, but, well, actually, I wouldn't say they try, considering how everything has been so far. Enforcing this ludicrous amount of playtime on everyone just so they can get something is just pretty much the nail in the coffin. Not really for the game, but for any hope people had. And comparatively, Bloxburg, it may be slow at developing the game, but at least it's never a broken mess like this always is. What more do I have to say? If they're worse than the Bloxburg devs. Not much. Not much. So like I was describing, have a good day. Or else.